Hello everybody, Virtual Rook here, and today, well, I know it's been a while since I've streamed VR news, but I'm back from my honeymoon and I'm ready to get right into it. Now, we missed a lot of news in the past, like 3 weeks of me being gone, so just grab a snack, it's gonna be a hot minute. To start off, Logitech is releasing the MX Ink Pen, which is going to be a virtual reality pen that works with the Quest 3, 3S I would assume, and I think even the 2. And it's looking to be really cool. It's going to work kind of like a digital pen would on a, digital tablet, but in VR, and can actually flow through VR space and kind of work as its own controller. Now there's a huge amount of programs that it's going to be able to work with, but some of the notable ones are ShapeXR, Gravity Sketch, and Adobe Substance 3D Modeler, which is quite a lot of really good programs that people use. Also Vermilion, so you can paint in Vermilion with an actual paintbrush stylus. It should be really cool. I'm really excited to hopefully get it at some point. It is going to be costing about $130 right out the gate, which is way out of my price range, unfortunately. If you want to get it with the charging dock that it comes with, a little stand that the pen can go into, that's going to be an additional amount, bringing the total to $170 US. And for $60 extra, you can also get a drawing surface to use with it. But anyway, I would really love to use this. If you guys, want to go buy me a coffee on Coffee at Virtual Rook, selfless plug, maybe I'll be able to actually afford this, which would be really cool, because I would love to try it out and give a review. Some more interesting hardware news is we officially got the announcement of the Meta Quest 3S, which, yay, we knew it was coming at MetaConnect, but it's here. In fact, it released yesterday officially at $300 US. And we're getting some interesting information that we didn't know before MetaConnect, honestly, so I mean, yay, good. It's still going to have the lenses and screens from the Quest 2, but with the processing unit of the Quest 3, as well as colored pass-through, which the Quest 2 didn't have colored pass-through. So it's still kind of an upgrade from the Quest 2, if you don't want to break the bank for a Quest 3. But hold on, there's actually something that it does better than the Quest 3 and the Quest 2. It apparently has excellent low light hand detection. Some people are showing off using it in almost complete pitch black and still being able to do hand tracking, which is really impressive and something even the Quest 3 can't do. So, kind of an awesome headset. Pretty cool. Chonky, but cool. Let's get to the real exciting news that we got from MetaConnect this year. Meta Orion has been announced. And you may be asking, what is Meta Orion? Well, Meta Orion is Meta's first real go for kind of a consumer AR headset. It does a lot of things better than just about any other AR headset, which is it has 70 degrees field of view, which doesn't sound like a lot in our VR bubble with our 90 degrees up to 110 degrees field of view. But for AR, you usually just have a little itty bitty square to see the screen through, and everywhere else is not screen. So the fact that they have a 70-degree field of view is really impressive. It's using projectors that hit, I'm not going to try to pretend to be smart enough to say exactly how it works, but the lenses inside of it are angled in such a way to lose as little light as possible from 3 projectors that go from the side into the glass. It's really, really cool technology, and I'm just excited about it. It has a really cool puck computer design that fits in your pocket that does all the processing for the headset, so that way the headset can stay light and look as much like a pair of glasses as possible. In fact, they're saying that the headset itself is less than 100 grams. And Mark Zuckerberg even says that he thinks that it's going to be able to get even lighter and look even more like a pair of glasses by the time that it actually comes out. And when does it come out? Well, it doesn't, at least not this version of it. They're saying that this is just a prototype that will be at least going out to a very set few of developers to start building use cases or applications that could actually work with this kind of AR setup. But the headset themselves, Meta's not expecting to make an actual pair of AR glasses until about 2030. So you're gonna have to wait a little. But one of the really cool technologies that came out of this that I'm really excited about is the EMG wristbands. Forever ago being 2019, Meta bought a company called Control Labs, which was making a EMG, which stands for electromyography, which is where a set of sensors can detect very, very small movements within your muscles, if I'm understanding how it works correctly. And yeah, so this company called Control Labs created a wristband that detected subtle hand motions. They were able to make it that it could like control a computer, it could control a drone. Like, it was really impressive. And then Meta bought them and we stopped hearing anything about it. Some people thought that the technology just, vaporized effectively as soon as Meta bought it. But now we're actually seeing it back. You're going to be able to control, or rather, the Orion is controlled by an EMG wristband that came from that technology. And if you don't know why this is so cool, it's the ability to do hand tracking down to like a micro degree. It can sense very, very subtle motions. And it's just really, really cool to see. I'm very, very excited because we'll be able to get like really fine-tuned controls. And also like hand tracking with cameras, you have to have your hands out in front of you, and the cameras have to actually be able to see your hands for it to be able to do anything. This, you could have your hands sitting on your lap, the cameras don't have to see them at all, and it can still tell exactly what you're doing with all of your fingers and your wrist. Like, very cool technology. I can't wait to see this in action, and I'm hoping they're going to release it as its own thing before 2030, because if it's already like functioning, I would love to see this wristband for just casual VR use. But yeah, so for right now, this is all just prototype stuff, but it's a very cool glimpse into the future of into the future of AR. It's just neat. Anyway, moving right along to some of the smaller stuff that's going on. It looks like in a future update, Meta and Windows 11 are going to be working together to make it that if you're looking at a computer screen with your headset on, it'll automatically connect your headset to that screen and then show your monitors, as well as I would assume virtual monitors, floating in your VR space. This is really cool because I really like spatial computing. I think it's really, really neat, but I hate that I have to use other programs in order to connect to my computer. Mostly because I just find them limiting for the dumbest reason. Like virtual desktop, my biggest issue about using virtual desktop is that I can't change the backgrounds on the Quest version. And so I can only like choose to be in space or like, whatever they've preset. I want to make my own backgrounds, I want control over that. And so if Quest 3 just becomes capable of showing me my computer monitors, then I can have whatever background I want. I can just sideload them or whatever. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I think it's really nice to remove as many steps as possible for VR technology. Like, it should feel like just turning on my computer and being able to get to work whenever I put on my VR headset. The less steps that I have to do, the more likely I am to use it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know down in the comments. And speaking of, did you know that I'm extremely close to 1,000 subscribers? So if you don't mind, just go down there, give me a comment, a like if you're enjoying the video, and a subscribe if you don't mind, because I really want to hit 1K, and I don't know, it's just cool. All right, thank you. Anyway, back to the news. Amazon Prime Video app is coming back to the Quest store, or the Meta store, whatever you want to call it. Horizon store? I think it's called the Horizon store now. I don't know, they keep changing it. It's coming back to the Horizon store, and with a very, very nice add-on, which is that now you'll be able to rent or buy movies off of Amazon, and then even in offline mode, watch them. So if you want, or if you're going to be getting on an airplane, you'll be able to rent a movie, go into airplane mode on your Quest, and watch the movie, which is awesome and makes perfect sense, and I'm glad that it's actually happening. The YoutTube app on the Quest is also getting an update where you'll now be able to invite your friends over to, your VR space and watch YouTube videos together. It's simple, but it's nice. Community is always good, and it's always fun to watch, Game Grumps or Markiplier with other people. So that's exciting. Moving right along, Meta's Spatial SDK is now out, which should make the transition of developers making Android apps more accessible for them to make apps like that on the Quest. This could be really, really great for, smaller applications or things that you just have on the side running while you're playing a game, or, it opens up a lot of opportunity for people that already know how to make things for Android to come over to the VR ecosystem. And as some quick examples of things that they've made to showcase this, one is called Focus, which is a mind map where you can set up your thoughts as like sticky notes and combine them together kind of with string and stuff. The whole that meme. You'll be able to do that, but in VR, so that way you don't make a mess of your wall. There will also be GeoVoyage, which is like a simplified version of Google Earth, but as an Android application running in VR. And finally would be Media Viewer, which is an application they made that does exactly what it sounds like it does. It views media such as your pictures or your videos. You'll just be able to open that up and casually go through. None of these things are extremely impressive applications, but they're setting the stage for what is possible with this new SDK for people that, you know, feel more comfortable developing apps that way. So I'm excited for it. I really want to try to use the mind map one, the focus, because I'm never focused, as you probably can tell whenever I'm doing these videos. So it'd be nice to organize them and, you know.
Now, man, what do I find out?
Yeah, okay. Last thing for news on applications is that somebody kind of maybe goofed at Meta, and we accidentally saw in the Horizon store Avalanche. Now, if you don't know what Avalanche is, there's been rumors and like hints that Meta has been developing a VR streaming service where you would be able to play high definition, like PC level games through streaming from the internet, from the cloud, and it'd be right on your headset. So you wouldn't need a PC. You can just play directly on there. And I'm really hoping that this does get off the ground and actually becomes a thing, because I really want Meta to start giving that good Zuckerberg money back to developers that want to make PC quality games, because they kind of stopped doing that whenever they started working on the Quest. And I think that this would influence them to, you know, try to get more games that are higher definition like that. But yeah, somebody accidentally showed the store page for Avalanche on Horizon Store, and then it was promptly gone, like, same day. But it was there long enough for us to see it and know that they're probably at least still working on it. There's a lot of hurdles to get past before you do that, because like if you're streaming a video game to your TV using like Xbox Live or whatever it's called, if there's like 50 to 100 milliseconds of delay between your input and what happens on the screen, it's forgivable. It's not going to cause any problems. Like, you're probably going to be able to play the game just fine. But in VR, yeah, you can't have that much delay. If you move your head and then there's like a lag to the character's head moving, people are going to get, I think I'd even get sick. Like, and I have an iron stomach for VR. So hopefully they have an answer to that, but there's definitely a lot of hurdles to get through before we get, you know, streaming VR games to your headset. But we'll see. You know, I'm still hopeful. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today, everybody. Again, sorry that I was gone for so long. Thank you for coming back. It really means the world to me. I'll see you guys next week. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And check out my merch store. I mean, you've made it this far to the video. We have a really cute one that has like my little Rook character, but he's like in your pocket. It's called Pocket Rook. It's adorable. I love that shirt. Anyway, all right. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Have a good one.